bilang ya Om, mereka juga nggak takut. Saya bilang ya Om, kan. Kayak itu, yang minta. Kita bikinin aku mau.
Okay. Good afternoon. So I'm going to start this first meeting. This mata kuliah entitled Language Acquisition atau in bahasa it is called as pemrolehan bahasa. But then by name of the other nomenclature it is called as the second language acquisitions or SLA. So if you want to compare this mata kuliah to the other mata kuliah, actually between language acquisition and second language acquisition, it is actually similarly the same, all right? But the different thing is second language acquisition is focusing on second language. But then in our country or in our curriculum, English is not our second language. It is as the foreign language. So that this mata kuliah called as the language acquisition, not second language acquisition. All right, that is the first thing. The second thing is all mata kuliah, it will be hosted by teaching team, and my teaching team is Pak Dr. Ngasbun Egar. So Pak Ngasbun will be teaching you in the middle of the semester. All right. So after finishing 6 sessions on me, then it will be continued by Pak Ngasbun. All right. Then the third thing is the session in S2 Pasca Sarjana is different from the session when you studied in S1. All right, maybe in S1 you got so many experiences with your lectures by giving the small materials, but the more practices, the small materials with the more games and so on and so on. But here in Pasca Sarjana you will be influence like independent studiers or independent students. All right, so otherwise the lecturers will give you some materials that you are going to study by yourself independently. Okay, then you are going to search and explore so many materials by you yourself. All right, then you are also going to review some materials regarding with language acquisition with the other perspective. Okay, then also until the end of the semester you are going to know the various of language acquisition in grammar, language acquisition in writing, language acquisition in pronunciation, and so many language acquisition, whether it is open language and also language skills. All right, that is the third thing. The fourth thing is in the middle of the sessions you are asked or you are obligated to present, all right, your ideas and your opinions dealing with the topics that you are going to choose. All right, so it is personal presentations. You are going to choose and search your own materials, your own topics through the internet. Then you are going to review, all right, the materials from the international articles, all right, in front of us. Okay, of course, in the end of your session, there will be a question and answer session. All right. The fifth thing is you will also get something like UTS, ujian tengah semester. All right. In this UTS, it looks like project tasks or project assignments. Then in this project assignments, you are going to do something like, mini research or small research or personal research, something like that. Then you are going to try to analyze one case language acquisition in your language settings. Okay, whether you are going to search on students' grammar or students' language skills or anything else. All right. The sixth thing is, in the end, you are going to face your final examination or UAS. This UAS is actually also by project. By project. So in this project, it looks like, you are going to review the international articles all right, that you search by yourself. But then the topic is different from the UTS. Okay, so you do not think that it will be scary for you, because for presentation session, for midterm test session, for UAS session, you will be provided with the template from the lecturers. All right, so the lecturers will give you the template. They are going to follow what the template looks like, and then you flow with the templates. Of course, the content is different, but the template is the same. All right, and then in this B session, I'm going to try to share my slides. Is that seeable? Is that seeable, everybody?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, wait a
Yes, sir.
moment. Okay, wait a moment. I'm trying to fill my quota to save that this internet connection is running on. Okay, good. So everybody, it is the syllabus of Introduction to Language Acquisition. Again, if you search the internet, when you type language acquisition, you are going to reach that you are going to face second language acquisition, because language acquisition is usually it doesn't stand by itself. All right, it usually proceeded with second language acquisition, or SLA. Okay, but then you don't need to be confused, because whether language acquisition or second language acquisition, actually the big topic is the same. All right, the big topic is the same. The different thing is language acquisition, it is generally talking about perkuliahan bahasa, but second language acquisition is focusing on only second language perkuliahan bahasa kedua. All right, but then based on this country and our culture, that we do not implement, second language acquisition, but then foreign language acquisitions. All right, because English in our country as the foreign language. Okay, so here is a deskripsi mata kuliah, right, that you are going to know in the syllabus. So based on this mata kuliah description, that this course is linguistic explorations into language acquisitions. It begins with the overview of the child first language development. What is meant by child first language development is, in getting language skills, English language skills, all right. Of course, in teaching English for kindergartens and teaching English for senior high school and senior high school and also university student, you should have different strategies. All right, you cannot generalize. While you teaching SMP, it is the same as teaching university. While you teaching SD, all right, it is the same as teaching SMA. No, of course not. All right, it is called as the child first language development, and attempts to understand how language learners know so much about their language while they were given so little. It means that you, after this session, you are going to know what kind of the strategies and then what kind of the technique, approach, and also models that you are going to use, all right, teaching English for your students. It's not only for your level of your students, but also teaching English for adults, all right, and teaching English for childs. Okay, for example, like this, while you teaching anak-anak SD, the strategy is different from while you teaching anak-anak SMA, all right. You teach anak-anak SD vocabulary by using the pictures, it will be fine and fineness for them, because they are going to be interested in flowing your teaching sessions. All right, but then it doesn't mean that giving pictures is also appropriate for university students. You get my point? So you never see seorang profesor while she is teaching in university students, all right? The professor use so many pictures, use so many games. No, and never. You got this? You got this? But then you will find so many teachers in TK, in SD, all right? They use so many realia, they use so many pictures, all right, to be interested for the students. So it is the different things, all right? So here is description mata kuliah. By this description mata kuliah, I think you are going to know what is the end sessions that you are going to take in this semester by having this language acquisition materials. What is meant by capaian pembelajaran mata kuliah? Capaian pembelajaran mata kuliah here is the achievements that you are going to take during one semester by having this language acquisition materials. All right. First, students enrolled in this course will gain knowledge how someone acquires a language mastery. It means that you are going to know bagaimana pemulihan bahasa, alright, bagi anak-anak. Bagaimana mengajarkan bahasa asing pertama bagi anak. Bagaimana mengajarkan menggunakan strategi pemerolehan bahasa ya bagi siswa kita. That's the point. Okay. The second point is understand language attitude and implement in their teachings. So while we teach foreign language, it doesn't mean that we teach only the language itself, but also we teach as well as the culture. All right. How do we behave using this kind of foreign language? How do we say? How do we deliver our attitudes while we do melting with this foreign language, especially for English. Third, understand the relationship between language and age, all right, between language and age. So it means that you are going to know deeply about the social cultures in language acquisitions. The social culture is important for you to know, all right, the language backgrounds, the culture backgrounds, the age backgrounds, the education backgrounds. All right. So in this point, the theory mentions that the early age in learning language is better rather than the late. All right. That's why for you, I do appreciate that you are continuing your postgraduate here. All right. It means that you are going to get so many knowledge and so many inputs the way how to deliver, the way how to share. All right, about the language acquisition, especially for your students in your institutions. Fourth, analyze the social cohesion of the language to notice the implementation of daily life. It means that while you teach your students, all right, English, of course, you need also the way how to give something like nation to your students, all right, in the social life. It means that while you teach English, it doesn't mean you speak English only in a class, but also in out of class. All right. While you are following or attending my subject like this, for example, so it doesn't mean that you will be speaking English with me while it is in the formal session, but also in informal sessions. All right. It will be fair. It will be great. And the last, understand the influence of environments in language acquisition. So in this language acquisition, it will be, influenced by so many factors. One of them is in environments. All right. One of them is environments. So I'm asking you, all right, you have some kids, maybe you have one daughter, one son, for example, but then do you speak English with your kids at home? Maybe you may say, yes, I do, sir. And some of you say, no, I do not, sir. All right. Why? Because the environment will build, all right, the kids. The environment will shape the kids. All right. While the kids living in the environments, all right, whom everybody speak English with him or with her, all right, that will be very great strategies, all right, to implement, to develop this language acquisition. Pemerolehan bahasanya lebih bagus. Okay. Then the things that we are going to face during one semester, all right, that is called atibahan kajian or materials or teaching materials, all right, then we are going to know how language is acquired in adult and years. Bagaimana sih pemerolehan bahasa bagi pembelajar dewasa dan pembelajar muda, all right? Of course, it is different step. It is different strategies that you are going to know. Okay, we cannot teach adults like a baby. We cannot teach baby like adults, right? Wale. Okay. Second, the relationship between language and age. There are some factors, right? Language and age, language and culture, language and background, and so on and so on. Third, the influence of social cognition to language development. The social cognition is important for you. All right, something like this. It is part of the social cognitions. All right, that you are gathering with your friends, and your friend is the same levels. All right, then your friend have the same needs, that your friend have the same backgrounds, all right, the same profession. That is part of the social cognition that it will develop you yourself. Okay. Before continuing, is there any more questions? You may raise your hand. Any more questions? Ada pertanyaan?
So far, no, sir.
Okay, so far no. Okay. And then the references, all right. Some I have already given to you, some references that you are going to read for yourself. All right. As I mentioned earlier, is that in this Pasajardana or Magister or Master of English Educations, you are going to be independent students, that you are going also as well as read so many references for yourself, right? So whenever your lecturers give you some materials like a books, like articles, like files, and so many resources, the things that you need to do is try to read the materials, try to read them, all right? Try to read them. So by reading them, you are going to, to absorb so many information, so many knowledge that it will be new, all right, for you, that it will be new for you. And this is a little bit of few references that you are going to take, all right, from Conan Anthony, which entitled Evaluating Language uh, Assessment and Exploring Language Cohesion, and so on and so on. Okay, so that's all that I can say for today, because it is still in the first meeting. The things that I need to know is I have already given you the materials about the syllabus of our curriculums. So of course, after knowing this RPS, all right, it will be continued by our next meeting with the very deep information and deep materials. Okay, so the other information that is important is for the attendance, all right, untuk kehadiran. I do hope you will be very active in attending our teaching session like this, even though we are meeting in via daring or via online, all right. But then all the lecturers will be trying to give you the best. I mean, they are equipped with very good devices, all right. Some lecturers will use Gmeet, or some lecturers will use Zoom, and so on and so on, to the okay. But then if you find one or a few lecturers feel difficult in hosting Zoom or Gmeet, all right, you need to help. All right, you need to help. Dibantu saja. Okay, dibantu saja. The other information is you need to hold the spada. I don't know whether you have already been visited your personal spada or not, but then in spada you will get so many informations, and you may use attendance there. All right, attendance there. So you are going to know in spada what is information is there, what is the materials there, and then you can download all of the references from the spada. All right. Then in this pasca sarjana, it will be about 14 meetings, all right, 14 pertemuan, 14 pertemuan, all right. And in this 14 pertemuan, I do hope Anda semua diusahakan selalu hadir, all right. Diusahakan selalu hadir. So in the beginning pertemuannya masih dosen memberikan materi. In the middle of the session biasanya saudara nanti akan langsung presentasi. Jadi modelnya kalau saya, I will give you material in the beginning, alright. Then in the mid, I will serve you to present any materials that you are going to prepare. Okay. All right. So, is there any more questions dealing with my subjects? Do we wish one or some other students?
Sorry, sir. I came late to your class because of the internet problems.
Okay.
Heriani.
Yes. Okay, Bu Wiwin.
And maybe it is a big problem for me because I haven't success to login in SIA, sir. So I can join the SPADA and so on. Belum bisa login, sudah saya confirm dengan admin juga belum bisa sampai sekarang.
Okay, Bu Wiwin, first answer is no problem. All right. So, but on Saturday and Friday, you need to prepare. If you don't any quota, you need to provide your quota lots. All right. Or if you have Wi-Fi, you need to keep your Wi-Fi lots. Okay. Even though we cannot detect that you know the internet connection something trouble.
Yes, I have. Okay.
Yeah. The second one talking about this. Yes.
At school and at home. The same.
Yes. Okay. The second answer dealing with SPADA and SIA, you just wait because it is of the Prodi domain, right? It belongs to BPTEK domains, but we always confirms, all right, the person in BPTEK that our students should be prioritized.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah, thank
okay,
you.
you just wait. You just wait. Thank you, Wiwin. Welcome.
Hopefully, you can understand my problem, sir.
I do. I do.
Okay,
I do. Okay. Anything else? Anything else?
Halo, bagaimana dengan izin belajar, Pak?
Oh ya, Pak Dwi Wismono. So talking about izin belajar, I hear from admin Pasca Sarjana. All right. So there are two guys. They are making izin belajar and they are processing the izin belajar. All right. They are conducting surat izin belajar through Bapak Direktur and Ibu Astir. So we just wait. We just wait.
Yeah.
Okay, we just wait.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
Yes, sir.
Who's speaking?
How about
Who's speaking? Yeta.
Yefta?
Yeta, okay, Yeta.
Yeah. How about the attendance for today, sir? Should we put it on SPADA too, or how?
Thank you, Yeta, for the questions, for confirming me. For the attendance today, I'm taking from this recording. So I have your data. I have the one who is standing and the one who is not. Okay, from this recording, because some of you already existed in SPADA and some of you not. Okay, so in every meeting, I'm trying to record, and by this recording, that will be a good data for me to detect which one is no, which one is in. That's my answer, Yeta.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Yeta. Anyone else? Nur Aziza, are you going to say something?
Not for now. Maybe.
Yes. Yes, Nalazen. Okay. Or Denisatnya? Okay. So I'm trying also share this kind of our RPS. So everyone, this is documents that you are going to know. All right, that it is the obligation for the lecturers to convey this kind of RPS or rencana pembelajaran semester. When we take a look this kind of RPS, maybe some of you are questioning, oh, bahasanya campur-campur ya, ada yang bahasa Indonesia and bahasa Inggris, right? So we got this because of the template. We got this because of the documents of the university need something like not fully English, right? Not fully English, because pejabat-pejabat kesulitan kalau bahasa Inggris juga gitu, right? So I guess it will be great for our institution because this document is stated in English, all right? Even though some also in bahasa, all right, but it is the documents, it is the legal standing, so we need to, we need to mix. Ada bahasa Inggris, ada bahasa Indonesianya, all right? So something like this mata kuliah, it is in English version, but again the content is in English, all right? Like CPL here is in bahasa Indonesia, all right, but CPMK-nya it should be in English, all right, as well as bahan kajian and so on and so on. So here is the template, here is the components of the documents that we need to have for you. All right, and here is the distributions of the score. All right, from the kehadiran, pretest until UAS, the totally 100. All right, and here is also, the references that you are going to find. So if you don't mind, actually, you may search the references by you yourself, and you use some application or some webs, something like Goofy or Shihoop and so on and so on. So later I'm going to teach you about the way how to download some videos. Here is the rencana perkuliahan semester that from the beginning up to the end it will be already settled. All right. So here is the kontrak perkuliahan that you are going to do during one semester. All right. Language acquisition. Okay. Anyone more to say?
Okay, sir. We win, sir, again.
Okay, we win.
Can you give me the information? Maybe I missed your first class in the beginning. So can you tell me what is the task or assignment for us in the end of this semester?
All right. Thank you, Wivin, for the questions. So I need to explain to you about this kind of the assessments. All right. So S2 is different from S1. It is of course. All right. In S2, you are going to face so many personal projects. Right. These personal projects, it will be given to you. It's not in every meeting, but maybe in one semesters only one projects, personal projects, UTS project and UAS project. So you are going to build 3 projects in one semester, at least, right? 3 projects in one semester. Personal project, it means that you are going to present your own perspective, right? Dealing with your mini research or your review or your perspective regarding with the specific topics that you are going to find and you are going to explore. All right. For example, language acquisition in grammar. So you are going to know so many information language acquisition in grammar. All right, dealing with your institution or dealing with your students. So bagaimana pemulihan bahasa mempelajari grammar. All right. Bagaimana pemulihan bahasa mempelajari grammar. Language acquisition in writing. Bagaimana pemulihan bahasa dalam menulis, bagaimana pemulihan bahasa dalam pronunciation, bagaimana pemulihan bahasa dalam speaking, and so on and so on. Alright, so we will, maybe you are going to have pemulihan bahasa dalam pembelajaran grammar misalkan. So you are going to present, alright, pemulihan bahasa dalam pembelajaran grammar. It could be, right, belajar untuk anak SMP, anak SMA, or anak SD. It depends, right? It depends. The sample and population, it depends on you. You ingin menceritakan apa nih? Oh, sekolahmu sendiri, no problem. Oh, siswamu sendiri, no problem. It will be good because it looks like empirical study, alright, berdasarkan pengalaman sendiri. Something like that, we mean. Can it be understood? Wiwin, can it be understood? Di unmute dulu, di unmute.
So does it mean that it is a part of the small or the first step to do our research at the end? Jadi mungkin langkah awal.
Yes, it could
bagian dari
be.
grammarnya gitu ya.
Yes, yes, it could be. So you are going to explore, all right. Maybe one topic you may explore having some references from the internet, all right. If your topic is about language precision in grammar, misalkan, all right, you are going to search, all right, and explorations, so many files, so many resources. The resources, it could be from the book, from the articles, right, from the opinions of the expert, and so on and so on. Itu dibaca semua dulu, alright, dibaca semua dulu, kemudian you review, sesuaikan dengan konteks yang you ingin sampaikan. That's the point.
Okay, let me try to understand that. Maybe if you can give us the example, sir, contohnya seperti apa?
Oh, alright, no problem. Wait. Wait a moment. For example, socio-culture in language acquisitions, or wait a moment. Where. Okay. How to share? All right, can it be seen? Can it be seen? Okay, so here is the examples produced by Bintang Alamardika. So he is now in the third semester, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So when he was in the first semester, so it looks like, you know, the final terms of the SLA. So you are going to review and you are going to analyze. All right. You may choose some of the topics. So Bintang choose the topic like first language and second language. So Bintang is describing, all right, or Bintang was describing what is meant by first language and second language, and what's the different things between first language and second language. All right. So what is the distinctions between first language and second language? All right. Then it will be continued by that's language acquisition through imitation, reinforcement, and analogy. Pemrolehan bahasa itu kan bisa mulai dari imitation, imitating, menirukan, alright, reinforcement and analogy, alright, and then how do we get this language acquisition? Through natural approach and total physical response. Natural approach means anak-anak kecil kalau dia tinggal di Malaysia, for example, mereka bisa bahasa Inggris, itu natural approach. Why? Because the environment mensupport itu. Oke, sama halnya kalau anak-anak kecil, alright, tinggal di native country, mereka akan bisa berbahasa Inggris. Kenapa? Karena natural approach. What is meant by total physical response? Total physical response something like menyuruh, memberikan instruksi, alright, dengan physical response. Something like, Andi, would you come here dengan ngawe-ngawe, alright, and then close the door, dengan open the door, alright, open your hand, open your book, itu namanya total physical response, right? Nah, siswa itu bisa mendapatkan perolehan bahasanya dari itu, selain dari natural approach, juga bisa dari total physical response. Alright, so here is the template that you are going to review. Alright, you are going to review. Ini template-nya nanti akan diberikan oleh saya, akan diberikan oleh dekan dosennya. Alright, so the things that you need to prepare is you perlu membaca comprehensions. Alright, membaca dengan very deep comprehensions. Oke, apa kekurangan dari artikel itu dan apa dari kelebihan dari artikel itu, and what is the things that you can get from the articles, gitu. Alright. Nah, ini jawaban ini, alright, jawaban ini adalah dari artikel yang di bawahnya. Alright. So the article entitled Enhancing Public Speaking Ability Through Focus Group Discussion. Dari artikel ini kemudian dikupas. Alright. Ini adalah artikel yang kemudian dikupas yang jadinya seperti ini produknya. Oke. Yang jadinya produk seperti ini. So generally speaking, I can say S2 itu saudara akan lebih banyak menganalisis, ya, seperti membuat mini research, dan itu sangat bermanfaat untuk saudara nanti ke depannya. That's all that I can say, Wiwit. Unmute. Is there any more?
Berarti ini pendapatnya si penulis, si bintang ini tentang artikel yang ada di bawah itu ya Pak ya?
Correct.
Ulasannya, pendapat pribadinya.
Yes, correct. Of course, if you want to deliver your opinion, you kan perlu skemata, you perlu brainstorm. Nggak mungkin you berpendapat tanpa adanya teori yang belum dipahami. Right? So you are going to give your opinion based on your brainstorming, based on your empirical experience, and based on your theory that you have already observed. Jadi mengabsorb teori banyak dulu, kemudian you bisa menyanggah pendapat orang lain. Gitu. Something like that. Oke, nggak mungkin you berpendapat tapi menurutku pokoknya gitu, nggak mungkin. Right? So you need to separate the theories.
Can we have one, sir? Example.
Sorry?
Can we have one example of?
Sir, later. Next meeting I will give you.
Sir, I have a question. What about the topic of the article? Define ourselves.
No. The topic will be listed by the lecturers. Alright, the topics will be listed by the lecturer. So there are so many topics. The topics about the amount of the members in this class. For example, the class is 20 or 19. Alright, so it will be 19. Then you are going to choose one of the topics.
Right, sir.
Okay, Faiza. Anything else? One thing that you need to understand is sometimes dosen itu kalau Jumat Sabtu, if they don't have any necessary to do, okay, they will be teaching you. But then something like days ago kita semua ada keperluan piknik di Karimun, so that kita mengganti hari, alright? But it depends, okay, sesuai dengan kesepakatan agreement daripada members. Kalau membersnya nggak agreement ya kita nggak bisa kuliah pada hari ini misalkan. Itu dibuat enak saja. Who's speaking?
Yes.
Yes.
Can we get the RTS language
Sure,
acquisition?
I will distribute this in group.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Yeta, are you teachers?
Yes, sir.
In Jepara?
In Maria Regina School, yeah.
Jepara?
Yes, sir. In Semarang.
Maria
Semarang,
Regina.
Semarang.
Oh, so you are friend of apa tuh namanya ya?
Armin?
Oh yeah, that one.
Yes, yes, sir.
Oh, okay, welcome Yeta.
Yes, sir.
Why? Can you answer my question, Yeta? Why did you choose Ugris?
Yes, sir.
Why did you choose Ugris?
Why I choose English? Because it's my choice. I already looking for the master pendidikan for English, and I just found this English.
Okay, Maria Regina ya. Yeta
Yes,
ya.
sir.
Okay,
and it's near for me.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeta. Right. And I will give you a lot of information that tanggal 15 April we are going to host, right, a kind of international symposium. So nanti silakan teman-teman saudara semua ikuti seminar symposium. Kita setahun ada sekitar 12 ada setahun sekitar 6 conference, right, international symposium. Nanti tanggal 15 April kalau mau ikut free. Oke, dilaksanakan juga secara daring. Okay, I guess that's all that I can say for today. It is as the introduction, so I don't need to give you a lot hours to consume, all right? As far as you have already got the kontrak perkuliahan, you have already got the RPS and the first materials that you are going to prepare for next sessions, right? So Saturday this week, I don't know whether it is holiday or not. Is that hari pertama puasa? Libur nggak ya, Pak Dwi?
Monday.
Sunday, I think, sir.
Sunday and
Monday.
Monday.
Sunday. Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
Sunday and Monday.
Sunday and Monday. Oh, hopefully. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so we still have one more meeting on Saturday, right? On Saturday. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you very much for your attending. And Pak Dwi Wismono, you may make a list, all right?
Okay.
The students who are attending and whatnot. Okay, even though I have the report. Okay, thank you, Pak Dwi, Yeta, Denudin, Denny, Hasan, Selin, Lina, Endang, Sugito.
Welcome, sir.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
so many studios over there. Goodbye, assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.